Well, we can now get a viewpoint from Russia with Fyodor Lukyanov, who is the chairman of the Council on Foreign and Defence Policy. Welcome to you. Good to have you on the programme. To begin with, we have many different views on whether Russia will invade Ukraine. If you speak to US President Joe Biden, he says that it could potentially be imminent in February. Germany saying that Moscow might not yet be sure today. The Ukrainian President Zelensky appealing for some calm. But is that a win for Russia to see a divergence of opinion among Western allies?
It's not the aim of anybody here, because the strategic aim, which has been proclaimed very clearly, is not about Ukraine at all. And this is a serious mismatch between Western debate and Russian debate. In the West, everything is focused and obsessed even with Ukraine. In Russia, yes, Ukraine is an important case and a very vital case, but it's just a case in a very big trend about how the European security arrangements will be made in the future. So in this regard,
obsessed, sir, but I think that's because there are 100,000 troops amassed on the border with Ukraine, which of course is raising concerns that Russia is planning an invasion.
Yes, there are concerns that Russia is planning an invasion, and we hear from the United States that they are sure that Russia is planning an invasion, despite the claims from Kiev that it might be different. But you should look at this situation a little bit more strategically. So Russia said many times what are the issues which Russia would love to discuss with the West. It's not about Ukraine at all. Unfortunately, the West, until recently, was absolutely uninterested to discuss anything from the European security field with Russia. And all Russian ideas were just ignored, not rejected, just ignored. And so unfortunately, since the obsession with Ukraine is so high, this is a mean how to attract your attention.
But isn't this necessarily a risky strategy for Putin, because he risks provoking sanctions which could be potentially very harmful for Russia?
Yes, indeed. But, we know President Putin since very long time. And I think that he is anything but not a gambler. And all his moves are very well calculated. So I think he takes into account all risks, including, of course, what you mentioned, that will be very bad for Russia. But he is experienced enough to construct behavior which will allow to avoid it.